7 ancient backyard plants humans once relied on for daily food, survival, and resilience. Long before supermarkets and modern farming, people depended on simple backyard plants to survive, eat daily, and adapt to harsh conditions. These weren't luxury crops. They were reliable foods that fed families through droughts, cold seasons, and uncertainty. In this video, we'll explore 7 ancient plants humans once relied on for survival and resilience, and why many of them still deserve a place in modern gardens today. One, amaranth, the mighty ancient grain that fed civilizations. Amaranth was one of the most important ancient plants humans relied on for daily nutrition and long-term survival. Long before modern agriculture took shape, indigenous peoples across the Americas cultivated amaranth as a staple food crop alongside maize and beans. Archaeological evidence shows that the Aztecs and other Mesoamerican cultures used amaranth as a core energy source, sometimes making up a huge portion of their calorie intake. Its tiny seeds were treasured not just for food, but also for traditional ceremonies, showing how deeply integrated this plant was in daily life. What made amaranth so useful in ancient home gardens was how versatile and nutritious it was. The entire plant was edible. Leaves could be used like spinach, while seeds provided a rich source of protein and essential amino acids. Villagers from Central America to parts of South America grew it because it tolerated drought and poor soil better than many other crops. In backyard planting today, amaranth still thrives in warm climates and provides gardeners with both leafy greens and seed harvests without much fuss or complex care. For human survival, amaranth offered resilience in uncertain times when climate or food shortages threatened. Because the plant could grow outside intensive farm fields, even around settlements or disturbed soils, it resembled the wild or weedy edibles that supported many ancient diets. Today's permaculture and edible garden enthusiasts are rediscovering amaranth as a crop that bridges ancient wisdom with modern food security. Planting amaranth in your backyard isn't just a nod to history. It is a way to grow a nutrient-rich, drought-tolerant food source that connects you to thousands of years of human plant use. Two, fig trees, sweet ancient survivors in backyard gardens. Fig trees are among the oldest plants that humans intentionally cultivated, making them iconic in backyard gardens for food and resilience. Archaeological discoveries in the Jordan Valley show figs were planted by humans nearly 12,000 years ago, even before some of the first cereal crops were domesticated. These trees produced abundant fruit that could be eaten fresh in season or dried and stored for times of scarcity. Their adaptability to dry, rocky soil made fig trees especially valuable in early settlements where water was limited and food security was essential. Unlike annual grains that needed yearly replanting, fig trees were perennial, meaning they continued producing for many years once established. Ancient gardeners learned that keeping fig trees close to homes provided not just regular nutrition, but also a reliable fallback when crops failed. Figs are sweet, high in energy fruits that supported both daily eating and long-term survival, especially in Mediterranean and Near Eastern landscapes where they became cultural staples. Today, many backyard growers plant figs not just for the fruit, but for how elegantly these trees thrive in small spaces and harsh conditions. Figs also played roles beyond food. They were part of ancient food storage systems and social traditions. Pressed figs, fig cakes, and dried figs were carried by travelers and used as portable food, giving early people flexibility and resilience. Their deep roots helped them withstand droughts that might wipe out annual crops, making fig trees early symbols of endurance. Growing figs in a garden now continues that legacy, providing a connection to ancient agricultural wisdom and a sweet, dependable harvest cycle year after year. Three, pitseed goosefoot, chenopodium, ancient pseudocereal for survivors. Pitseed goosefoot, scientifically called Chenopodium berlandieri, was an ancient wild plant that played a big role in early human food systems long before crops like corn dominated. Indigenous peoples of eastern North America harvested its seeds and used them as a pseudocereal, a grain-like food source, thousands of years ago. This plant's seeds were starchy and nutritious, giving energy and sustenance during long seasons when other food was scarce. Because it grew readily near human habitation, it became a dependable backyard food source for many communities long before European contact. What makes pitseed goosefoot fascinating is how it bridges the gap between wild forage and cultivated crops. Long before industrial agriculture developed, humans unknowingly shaped landscapes by tending abundant plants like goosefoot, eventually leading to domesticated relatives. Its resilience and adaptability meant people could rely on it in many environments, whether forest clearings or garden edges. Today, this ancient plant inspires gardeners and foragers who want to grow or harvest resilient, low-maintenance edible plants that supported human survival in pre-agricultural times. Besides being a food source, goosefoot had deeper ecological importance in ancient plant systems. It often grew alongside other wild edibles that humans harvested for food and medicinal uses, contributing to diverse backyard food systems instead of monocultures. People learned to recognize, gather, and sometimes even foster its growth near living areas, showing how intimate ancient plant knowledge truly was. Reintroducing plants like pitseed goosefoot into modern gardens can help expand biodiversity, strengthen food resilience, and honor a part of human agricultural history that modern diets have largely forgotten. Four, barley, a cornerstone of early human agriculture. Barley was one of the very first grains humans began growing on purpose, long before farming became widespread. Archaeobotanical evidence shows barley was part of an ancient crop group that helped transform nomadic people into settled farmers in the Fertile Crescent, the cradle of agriculture. Unlike many wild grasses, barley seeds were large and nutritious, making it easier to harvest and store for lean seasons. This early domestication meant barley became a backbone of human food systems and helped support growing communities thousands of years ago. In backyard gardens today, barley connects us to humanity's deep past in a practical way. Once established, its stalks are hardy and tolerant of cooler climates, giving gardeners reliable grain without needing complex inputs. For ancient farmers, barley wasn't just food, it was survival insurance in uncertain weather and shifting seasons. That resilience made it as valuable as any wild edible plant, and it remains a nutritious grain in many diets around the world today. Barley also played cultural roles beyond simple nourishment. Archaeological sites show barley grains in hearths and storage pits, suggesting the grain was bundled and safeguarded as a staple resource for whole families and communities. Its adaptability and long history of human use make it a powerful symbol of ancient food resilience. Growing barley in your backyard isn't just planting a crop. It's nurturing a piece of human agricultural heritage that once helped people thrive against the odds. 5. Lentils. Tiny seeds with big survival value. Lentils are among the oldest domesticated pulses humans once relied on for daily food and survival, especially across Southwest Asia. These small seeds are packed with protein, fiber, and energy, qualities that ancient people quickly learned were essential during seasons when meat was scarce. Lentils were part of the early crop package alongside wheat and barley and featured in diets that helped early farming. Societies become more stable and resilient. Because they could be dried and stored for long periods, lentils became a dependable pantry plant for ancient households. Backyard planting of lentils today isn't just about growing food. It is about understanding how ancient diets worked. These plants fix nitrogen in the soil, naturally improving garden fertility without heavy fertilizer, making them a favorite among sustainable growers. In centuries past, lentils helped people stretch limited resources, bringing vital nutrients to meals when other foods were scarce. That historical value echoes in modern plant-based diets, where lentils remain a beloved, humble source of nourishment. Beyond just culinary use, lentils have a remarkable story in human culture. Ancient grains and pulses like lentils were often traded, shared, and celebrated as symbols of abundance and community. Through millennia, lentils have quietly sustained generations, proving that even tiny backyard seeds can carry immense survival value. Growing them today connects gardeners to that legacy of resilience and daily nourishment. Six. Cassava. Starchy root of ancient resilience. Cassava is a starchy root plant that ancient peoples in South America depended on as a daily food source for thousands of years. Its wild ancestor grew naturally in tropical forests long before humans learned to manage and cultivate it as a reliable crop. By about 4600 BC, cassava pollen appears in archaeological sites, showing it became a key food staple for native peoples who needed dependable calories in challenging environments. Cassava's ability to grow in poor soils made it a true survival crop, especially where other staples struggled. What made cassava especially valuable was its remarkable storage ability underground. Unlike grains that need careful drying and storage, cassava roots could stay safe in the soil until needed, which helped ancient people handle fluctuations in food availability. Modern backyard gardeners can appreciate this quality too. Cassava thrives with minimal care in warm climates and yields a robust harvest that feeds families or communities. Its resilience to drought and low fertility soils makes it a living legacy of ancient food innovation. Cassava also played cultural and nutritional roles in ancient diets beyond being just survival food. Native peoples developed processing methods like leaching and drying to remove natural toxins, showing deep plant knowledge and care. This blend of resilience, adaptability, and human ingenuity made cassava a cornerstone of daily life for countless generations. Growing cassava in your backyard today honors that history and gives you a powerful reminder of how ancient plants supported human survival through time. Seven. Potato. The ancient tuber that shaped human survival. The potato is one of the most influential ancient plants humans ever relied on for daily food and long-term resilience, especially in highland South America. Archaeological evidence shows that people in the Andes first domesticated wild potato species around 7,000 to 10,000 years ago, turning tough wild tubers into dependable food crops long before many other staple crops spread worldwide. These early farmers learned to grow potatoes because they produced high-energy tubers that could be stored for months in cold environments and provided a stable source of nourishment during harsh seasons. The adaptability of the potato to grow in diverse soils and climates made it a survival staple not only for indigenous communities but later for lanolin civilizations around the world after it spread beyond the Andes. What made potatoes especially valuable in ancient and later backyard gardens was their nutrient-rich tubers that supplied calories and micronutrients when grains or fruits were scarce. In the high Andes, people developed ingenious storage techniques like freeze-drying to keep potatoes edible through long winters, showing deep plant knowledge and resilience strategies that supported entire communities. As potatoes spread globally after European contact, they became a crucial food for populations in Europe and beyond, sometimes becoming the primary daily food for whole regions due to their large yields and reliable harvests. Even today, gardeners cherish potatoes for their ease of growth and ability to feed families from a small plot, connecting modern growers with these ancient survival lessons. The history of the potato also reminds us how plants can shape human fate in dramatic ways. It thrived where other crops struggled, giving populations a dependable food source through famine, war, and climate change. And its cultivation propelled human settlement into new environments. Conclusion: as we've seen through these ancient backyard plants, humans have always relied on nature's wisdom to survive and thrive long before modern agriculture and global food systems existed. From nutrient-rich grains like barley and lentils to resilient staples like cassava and potatoes, these plants tell a story of adaptability, resourcefulness, and deep connection with the land. Today, growing or using these plants in your backyard isn't just about food. It's a way to honor traditions, boost your self-sufficiency, and build a more sustainable lifestyle rooted in history. So whether you're planting seeds for your next meal or simply learning from the past, remember that every plant has a story worth knowing and a role worth remembering.